Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 7. The Pistons have endured 6 long games. 3 they have won, 3 they have lost. It is now the last stand. There is no looking back as they must lay it all on the line against the Hawks. It's all come down to Game 7 of the conference semifinals. Up next.
Well, this is what we've all been waiting for. Game 7. The winner to advance to the conference finals and get one step closer to a championship. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Johnson and Okongwu man the post position. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. And it's Pumpkin in at the point guard. And for the Pistons, the forwards are Thompson and Harris. Cade Cunningham out there with LeVert. And it's Duren in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Taking a look at Atlanta. Greg is the lower seed. This is a scenario you might have taken coming into the series. Now they're faced with winning a Game 7 on the road.
No doubt, you're going to have to win games in enemy territory, and one of those wins might have to come in a Game 7. To do the job, they're going to need a lot of mental toughness here tonight.
Here's Harris. Duren with the screen on Johnson. 6 to shoot. Here's Harris. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
Right wing. Johnson with a screen on Cunningham. Back to Rizachet. Detroit with the rebound. Thursday's loss was a disappointment.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Yeah, a shooter like Cunningham has no reason to hesitate. He can just take the shot.
Bounce pass from Rizachet. To the inside. Harris makes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here is Daniels. It's Okongwu, high post. Pass to Johnson. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Pistons have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Outside Daniel. Pass to Rizachet. They need this. And there's Daniel. That's good on the assist by Rizachet.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
And here's LeVert. Now, here's Duren. Cunningham outside. Shot clock at 5. Puts one up from 19. Duren, no good.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Johnson with a screen on LeVert. Pass to Buffkin. Okongwu with a screen on Thompson. Buffkin, no good. Pistons leading by 5. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Cunningham applies good pressure to the interior defense. And with his 6'6" height, Cade is a bigger guard type.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Cade Cunningham, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, it's his heart and leadership that set Cunningham apart. He's never given you less than 100%, and he's always playing to win.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Outside Daniel. Pass to Bufkin. Here's Ricochet. Off target from three-point range.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Cunningham left side. Thompson outside. And it's Daniels with the rebound. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for Atlanta. They trail by 7. Bufkin with the bucket.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now, here's Cunningham. He has 5. Harris's shot is off. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now, you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Daniels passes to Okongwu. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And the first one drops.
Well, what I like most about Okongwu is his switchability defensively. He has the size to battle down low and the quickness to guard on the perimeter.
Both good from the line that time. So it's the Hawks now. It's a 3-point game. Here's Bufkin. Down low. Here's Ricochet.
Yeah, if you give Ricochet a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
And here's Cunningham. 5 points in the game. Misses the baby hook. The Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Johnson. Now Okongwu. Here's Bufkin. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Daniels against Thompson. Now Duran. Out to Harris. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And it's LeVert missing. The Hawks trail. Pass to Bufkin. Okongwu at the elbow. Outside Daniel. From 10 feet out. And again, it's Atlanta.
Well, Daniels has good length. So this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Jalen Duren is second.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
For Detroit, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Pass to LeVert. Pocket 6. To end the cold streak. No good that time. Excellent defense from Daniel. Now, here's Johnson. Daniels kicks to Johnson. To the right side. Here's Ricochet. He's covered by Thompson. Daniels, no good. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. They trail by 1. And Thompson throws it down.
Playing above the rim. This kid, Asar Thompson, can fly.
After Ricochet. Pulls it in.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Harris has got his second bucket.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
There's a good screen. Here's Okongwu. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Detroit. Marcus Sasser comes in for Karis LeVert. Oh, free throws good from Okongwu. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Harris. Over Porzingis. Harris, no good.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Shot by Johnson, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Cunningham. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Gritty 2 points there from Cunningham. He's added that toughness over time.
1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Porzingis against Harris. After Ricochet. The 3 from Johnson. Sasser with the rebound.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a 3-point shooter of his caliber.
And here is Duren. Cunningham looking around. Shoots over Ricochet. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Johnson kicks to Porzingis. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. A different look here for Detroit. Stewart checked in for Duren. Holland comes in for Harris. And Jones subbed in for Cade Cunningham. 29 seconds left to play here in the first. Kennard on the wing. He's covered by Sasser. Shot clock at 3. The Hawks again can't hit. Pistons leading by 3. Pass to Jones, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Kennard with the ball. It's up a three. Bangs home the trifecta. And this game is tied up now. Tie game in Detroit. And we'll be back right after this. And we're back courtside at Game 7 as this series comes to a head. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Isaiah Stewart out there with Holland. Then it's Duncan Robinson. Then there's Marcus Sasser. And it's Lanier in at the three spot. They're the group Detroit will start the second one. Here's Alexander Walker. Hasn't made one yet. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Porzingis. Rebound, Detroit.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Now, here is Robinson. Now, Stewart. Stewart is screen. Holland, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Alexander Walker. Kennard for three. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Sasser. Plays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 4-point Piston lead.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
Yeah, once he gets the ball in that spot, help has to be very quick to rotate over.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Teams changing it up here. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. Cade Cunningham, third.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Daniels against LeVert. Here's Buffkin. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks again can't hit. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Excellent D there by Johnson. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Buffkin. Daniels kicks to Johnson. Buffkin. Covered by Cunningham. Pass to Buffkin. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Daniels from outside. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Detroit leading by 4. Thompson sets the pick for Cunningham. And stolen by Daniels. Trying to end the drought. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And Daniels makes sure to capitalize on that easy scoring opportunity.
Thompson outside. LeVert in the corner. Outside Robinson. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Robinson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's blocked.
Well, Stewart understands his role is to protect the rim, and he does a great job of it.
Here's Cunningham, the 15-footer. Good. Cunningham's got the lead up to 7 now for Detroit.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Daniels with it, picked up by Thompson. Alexander Walker with the ball. Still without a basket. 5 to shoot. From deep. Rebounded by the Pistons. Stewart's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Three-pointer, LeVert hits the three-point bomb. And now a 10-point Piston lead.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
It's time to fire up the T-shirts, everybody! Here come the T-shirts, everybody! Who wants one? Here we go, Bob. Time to get loud for some free fees. Attention fans, we got T-shirts. It's coming out there, so make some noise.
Duran, he's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Here's Buffkin. Covered by Cunningham to end the run. Buffkin, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Cunningham left side. Porzingis with the block.
The unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Duran. Thompson in the post. Three-pointer, LeVert. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
Well, Duran has those long arms. Terrific rebounder at both ends.
Cunningham inside. He's got 9. And a wide-open look for Daniels. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Daniels has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hawks. Cunningham outside. Thompson in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. Over Porzingis. The shot by Thompson, no good. The Hawks trail by 9. Outside Daniel. Porzingis sets the pick for Daniel. Over to the left wing. Okongwu finds Johnson. Johnson with a screen on LeVert. Daniel from outside. Robinson pulls it in. Pistons leading by 9. Pass to Cunningham. Duran a screen. Back to LeVert. In the corner, it's Robinson. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. They get it back. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Checked in for the Pistons. Zachary Rizachet is checked in for the Hawks. Duran the pass to Harris. Thompson sets the pick for Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Over Johnson. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
When the defense is playing awfully like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Okongwu a screen. Lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Duran. It's LeVert on the wing. He's covered by Daniels. Duran sets the screen for Cunningham. To stop the drought, Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Basket counts.
Yeah, Johnson is a wing who wants to go inside. He doesn't settle too often.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Back to Cunningham. Here's Rizachet. LeVert defending. Pass to Bufkin. Okongwu a screen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Jalen Duran. The Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for the Hawks, Bufkin taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Detroit leading by 6. Cunningham passes to Durant. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Daniels. And here we go. Pass to Bufkin. The Hawks working the ball around. Back to Rizichet. Clock at 4. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, that's a textbook move by Johnson. Once he sets the pick, he hustles into scoring position.
Cunningham on the wing. He's got 9. They need this one. And it's good on the way in. Cunningham's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
7-second difference, shot game clock. Johnson finds Okongwu. Shoots over Duran. No good off the front iron.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Now, here's Cunningham from past the arc. And so is Detroit with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly.
25. Get ready for some IRP on an amazing stuff from your Rocket Money.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Detroit Pistons.
They're playing with the team-first attitude, making that extra pass. Shaq, that could have been you.
You need to check your receipts, sir. Over 3,000 career assists. Apology accepted.
Checking out how the Pistons are doing in this series. It all comes down to a decisive Game 7. Guys, what's it going to take for them to close out this series?
You can't leave anything in the tank. Approach it like you're playing for your life, because in some ways you are.
And you can't get sloppy and waste a bunch of possessions. You got to keep that focus.
No question. Let's get it. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
You are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference Semifinals. And Atlanta has possession. 6-point game. On the court right now for the Hawks. The small and power forwards are Rizichet and Johnson. Then it's Okongwu. Then it's Dyson Daniels. And it's Bufkin in at the point guard position.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Duran. Here is Cunningham. Hands it from downtown. Cunningham's got 14 points for the game.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. They can take over a game.
Outside Daniels. There's the triple. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's LeVert. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Out to Harris. Launches it. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Pistons lead by 6.
Well, positioning and size win during the offensive rebound, which he then cashes in on.
Johnson's shot is off.
and hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
To Duran. Out to Harris. Here's the three. Rebound, Atlanta. Okongwu's now got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort.
And the dunk by Rizier.
Well, that time attacking the rim. Rizier is a true 3-level scorer.
Cunningham passes to Harris. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. It's Duran, top of the key. Thompson outside. Rebound, Atlanta.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat.
Buffkin. Here's Okongwu. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jalen Duran.
Well, you know, Okongwu has turned into a good scoring big. I understand why the D played him so tight there.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Thompson outside. Back to Cunningham. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And stolen by Thompson. Harris outside. Unloads from 13. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Daniel. It's Okongwu, high post. Here's Buffkin. Covered by Cunningham. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Rizier. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, that's one of Harris's go-to moves. That pull-up jumper. He has mastered it over the years.
Here's Johnson. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. After Rizier. Here's Buffkin. And the turnover again by Atlanta. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Onyeka Okongwu, number 1. And of course, Jalen Duran.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
Pistons leading by 5. Harris outside. To Cunningham. And it's Daniels with the rebound. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Count that one. 8 points for Rizier.
And as he gets more experience in the league, Rizier will improve the attack.
Harris outside. Here's Cunningham. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Cunningham's got 16 points.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Everybody, it's the Pistons Hype Squad!
a switch. Robinson's checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Porzingis is checked in. The Hawks trail by 5. Porzingis with a screen on Thompson. Reza Shea wide open. Atlanta again missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Buffkin. Pass to Daniel. Here's Buffkin. Defended by Duren. Hawks passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Reza Shea with it. Robinson on him. And that one's good. Reza Shea.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
LeVert sets a screen for Harris. There's the 3. The offensive rebound. And Duren slams it in.
A physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
Now Reza Shea. He's got 10. And the dunk by Porzingis.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Duren a screen. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, that is a solid screen by Duren. And then the big man rolls right into scoring position.
Here's Buffkin. Pass to Daniel. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Now here's LeVert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A tricky shot for LeVert. Defense is all over him, but he draws a foul on that attempt.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them. Checked in for Jalen Duren. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Gaze checked in. And the free throw drops for LeVert. LeVert hits both of them. The Hawks trail by 5. Pass to Gay. Here's Buffkin. Screen by Porzingis. Plenty of space. Buffkin, no good.
Missed opportunity. He's just got to shake that one off.
LeVert the pass to Harris. And he banks in the layup. Harris has got 8.
Well, I like seeing Harris be aggressive inside. He's more than capable of making you pay for it.
Shea with it. He's got 10. Over Thompson. And it's Risa Shea missing.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Pass to Harris. Risa Shea with the steal. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Atlanta again missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And so it's Atlanta with it, following Tobias Harris's three-point attempt. Daniel from outside. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Harris finds Stewart. Rebounded by the Hawks.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Great to see things coming together for Daniels offensively. He's found a good flow here.
Pass to Robinson. Thompson in the corner. Now here's LeVert. And the layup falls. He has 7.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Here's Buffkin. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Risa Shea sets the screen for Porzingis. A three-pointer, no good. Pistons leading by 7. Thompson passes to LeVert. Pass to Harris. Shoots a fader. No good that time.
And the defense gave him no space. He had to fade back. That's not an easy look for most guys.
And so it's Detroit, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Back to the action in just a minute. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Quinn Snyder.
Everybody keep shooting the ball. All right, jumpers will go. All right, they come in flurries. You miss a couple, you make a couple, all of a sudden, bam, bam.
Wanting to keep it fast and loose, Quinn Snyder asking his guys to stay aggressive on offense.
And you have to take the shots that the system is designed to create. If you don't, everybody gets bogged down, and that creates much bigger problems.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. Cunningham is out there with Marcus Sasser. Then it's Duncan Robinson. Then there's Holland. And Stewart in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Detroit right now. To the paint. And here we go. The Pistons fast break.
Good to see Stewart playing with aggression. This is how he attracts contact.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Stewart, Isaiah, Stewart, 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
A 2020 first-round pick. Isaiah Stewart is a load at 6'8", 250. He is very intense. He's a guy you want on your side.
He's off on the second. The Hawks trail by 10. Pass to Gay. Back to Kennard. Sinks the triple.
Well, this is Kennard's shot. And if you don't chase him off the three-point line, this is what will happen.
Now Robinson. They set the pick. Fires from deep. Buries it from three-point range. And the Pistons lead by 10.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Stewart with the steal. Pass to Sasser. Back to Cunningham. Robinson on the wing. Throws it up high, and he lays in the alley-oop.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. A three from Porzingis. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Collins kicks to Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Holland. It's blocked. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And here's Kennard. Back to Porzingis. Fades and shoots. That one drops for him.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Sasser. Now, here's Duren. Cunningham passes to Duren. And stolen by Okongwu. Now, Alexander Walker. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Cunningham finds Duren. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Yeah, that was nice recognition by Robinson.
The Hawks trail by 14. Pass to Alexander Walker. To the wing right side. Right side, Porzingis. That one goes in.
Well, after a scoreless first half, he's turning things around here, looking much more aggressive.
Now, here's Cunningham, defended by Alexander Walker. Count it.
Yeah, once he gets momentum going towards the rim, Cunningham is hard to veer off course.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Now Porzingis. Fades back, and good that time. Porzingis has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he's put that first half behind him, and looks like his confidence is back.
Cunningham outside. Inside. Duren. And Duren slams it in. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 11 rebounds. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. The Pistons. Tobias Harris is checked in for Holland. Asar Thompson comes in for Duncan Robinson. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Marcus Sasser. Hawks passing it around. Pass to Bufkin. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. From 17 feet out, Duren pulls it in. Duren's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
This is Harris putting his physicality to good use, making sure he gets some contact inside and draws the whistle.
Tobias Harris, 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Well, one thing you notice about Tobias Harris, he is a worker, a true professional who just wants to do the best job he can for his team, and we've seen the results over the years.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
On the wing, Johnson. Okongwu with a screen on Harris. 11 feet away. That one a little long. Pistons leading by 16. LeVert the pass to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
The Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Bufkin. Pass to Okongwu. Just 5 to shoot. Daniel from outside. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duren's. Now Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's now 22 points for Cade Cunningham. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Well, for Richer, it's all about those big steps and a burst of speed on the drive. He can close distance fast.
Outside, Harris. Cunningham outside. Here's the floater. He takes it up and lays it in. Cunningham's got 8 here in the quarter.
Great touch there from Cunningham. He's so skilled.
Outside Daniels. Pass to Okongwu. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by LeVert. And here is Harris, who's guarded by Johnson. Harris inside. Johnson on him. Harris passes to Duren. 4 on the clock. And Cunningham with the basket on the assist from Duren. And it's now 26 points for Cade Cunningham. Johnson with a screen on Cunningham. Buffkin, no good.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Now, here's Duren. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Pistons.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for a series that went the distance, you have to admire how they were able to close it out here as the time winds down.
Yeah, well, you never know going into a Game 7 like this who is going to rise to the occasion. I think they showed they had exactly what was needed, that extra grit and grind to fight for the win, fight for the series, and congratulations are definitely in order.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Cade Cunningham.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Here's Cunningham. And so the Detroit Pistons win the series and will move on. They took the long road to get here, but they've done it. They're moving on to the conference finals, Greg, after a thrilling 7-game series and a win here in round 2.
And what a memorable series this was. So fitting that it came down to a Game 7, and now no rest for the weary. They've got to get right back to work.
It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And now we present the player of the game, Jalen Duren.